Hey everyone, Dollistic here. We are in a different filming setup today because the doll I'm unboxing is humongous. She is a big girl, okay? And obviously you know who it is because I'll have it in the thumbnail and I'll have it in the title, but I got Big Kylie. Stupid. Oh my god. She went on sale for Amazon Prime Week or whatever for $13.52. So I was like, yeah, I'll get this big thing, this big purple thing for $14. And she's crazy. Like, truly bananas. Also, every time I film and I show my carpet, I feel like I have to apologize for how awful it is. This was not our choice. We're renting this house and the carpet is just terrible. But moving right along, before we get into the unboxing, this video is not for children. I don't make videos for kids. Thank you so much, YouTube. I don't know where she's going. And I want to make that so clear. I do not know where this big bitch is going. Okay? I've been so obsessed with any brand that makes a normal size fashion dolls and then makes big versions of them. I'm just obsessed with them because usually they kind of look a little bit crazy or super different from their small counterparts. And honestly, this Big Kylie does look a little bit crazy. Like, little crazy. But she's so, like, fun and absurd that I was like, for that price, I have to have her. And honestly, for that price, like, you can buy her just to strip her for parts if you wanted. Like, you can take her nylon out, you can use the fabrics for something. Like, truly, you could do anything you wanted to with her. But yeah, so let's talk about the packaging. Her box is gigantic because obviously she's, I think, 2 feet tall. It's this octagonal pattern, which, see, she's so big, I can't even properly show it in the camera. She's got like an octagon shaped packaging, which is kind of cool. It's got Bratz right here. The entire thing is this like lavender holographic on the cardboard all the way around. Of course, the doll. And then you've got the picture of Kylie in this outfit with this wig on. This is such an intense face for this photo. That's crazy. And then of course it says Bratz Kylie down at the bottom there. And then I think it says just Kylie on the sides. Can you even, yeah. So you can see Kylie, it says it on both sides. And then Kylie, the artwork of her as the doll, which I think is so fun. This feels really different than any of the other Bratz artwork we've gotten. Even I would say compared to the like normal size Kylie Bratz, like this is very different. I think it's gorgeous. I want to know who the artist is, like, because that looks incredible. Although I will say this looks like fur, not feathers. So, but that's just a little thing. And then of course it says Bratz Kylie at the bottom. And yeah, she is gigantic. Where is she going? Where is this big bitch going? Okay, let's get her open. So I'm gonna hope that this is a relatively simple process. Really despise that for what I think was an online only product, that there's so much tape on the top here. Like, I get if you're putting them in stores that you probably put the tape on there as a sort of anti-theft situation. So I try to give a little bit of grace. But like this, again, I'm pretty sure was an online only product. So why are we putting this much tape on something that's like not getting stolen? You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Oh, is there tape on all that too? That's absurd. Okay. There's also tape on like the inside of the flaps. So you gotta cut that. Also, apologies for how much of a mess this video is probably gonna be. This wasn't exactly planned. This was such a last minute thing. And I was like, this is so absurd. I have to do an unboxing for her because she's giant. And it's sort of like a cloudy day. So the lighting is crazy because I'm only using my like extra lights. Ugh, I really need to invest in like a softbox. Oh, okay. Is she gonna come out at all? Hello? Oh. Oh my god. Why is that glued? It's taped. Why is it glued? That's stupid. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to open it down the back too. Again, more tape for product that can't be stolen like that. Okay. And more tape. And more tape. You know, before I started this, I really did consider, like, maybe I should just go ahead and have her ready to go. Like, cut all the tape, get all the tabs taken apart, you know, do all that stuff so that it goes more smoothly. But you know what? I like the realness of what's happening right now. I like you being able to see the absurdity. I mean, you can't see it right now because unfortunately I did go off screen. But like, this is absurd. Is that taped too? Damn. Release. Okay, we're cutting more tape. We're cutting more tape to open more box. I guess it's a good thing I don't really care about keeping this fuck-ass box. Because damn. What is... More tape. Okay. Why has this become me, like, opening Pandora's box? Oh. Cool, so that part just ripped off. Again, really glad I'm not concerned about keeping this box. Oh, so she's taped all along the bottom here as well. Again, you can barely see it because this bitch is so big. Truly an absurd amount of tape. Wowzers! Okay. Oh, now this... This is a mess already. Okay, where... I fear I should start at the bottom like I do with regular dolls. Because, like, I see a lot of tea ties that are also going to be such a nuisance to get out of this fabric because they're, like, embedded in the feathers. And I'm going to do my best to cut around that part in the edit. I'm so curious what her shoes are going to look like. Because, like, are they going to be big versions of the small shoes? Like, what are we looking at? I see they're silver, but I don't really see any sort of sculpt. I've never had a big Bratz before, so this is all very new territory for me. We lost a feather, y'all. I don't know if it's because I cut it. Woo! Okay, so that's all from the bottom of the dress, except for the ones that are, like, holding, because you can see there are some in multiple places holding it. I'm gonna go ahead and snap those as well. Okay. Okay, so I think that's... Nope, that's not. Oh my gosh. The way half of the editing process for this is just going to be me cutting out having to remove so many tea ties from the bottom of the dress. Okay. All right. There's probably some up here. I'm so worried about messing up these feathers. There's like paper in her sleeves. Ew. Oh, I hate that. Oh, of course they're tea tied. Why wouldn't they be? Okay. And yep, I was right. There's about 40 around her waist. Bam. She also has some right in her shoulder joints. Really don't like that. That's like an invitation for disaster. Oh. Oh, they're fully removable. Interesting. That must be why they have paper on them. Or are they? Because this one is... Oh, okay. This one is tea-tied into the plastic. Again, I ask why. Gosh, I'm going to take these off just for their safety. Cover up, girl. You're on the internet. Now we start the hair journey. You can see there's about 7,000 tea ties in it. Because if we know one thing, it's that tea ties don't ever do damage to hair. They are never completely overdone and overused to keep hair in place in doll packaging. They really just do nothing but serve the greater good. And it's always, you know, always so fun to see them to, for some reason, have this situation where you've got 4 in one spot and then another 4 truly less than an inch below them. These scissors are so dull. Okay, we're getting close, y'all. It's been 20 minutes, but we're getting close. The way I am wrenching this doll. Okay. Are there more? How are there more? Oh my god. Can you just let the girl go? Can we come to some sort of compromise and you just release her? I'm so scared to cut this hair. Although I fear I've already cut huge chunks of it just trying to free it from the packaging. Okay. I'm just gonna... I don't know if this is wise. Oh my god. Okay. Holy shit, dude. That was so unnecessary. Okay, so that's where the problem came in. They also have these things sewn through the hair and T-tied and taped. Jesus Christ. That is so stupid. That is so stupid. Oh, I knocked out both of her earrings trying to get her out of the box. Where'd the other one go? Oh, it's in her ear. Never mind. Just one. You hear that squeak of plastic? I'm just gonna sit her off to the side while I get the rest of the stuff out of the box. Because she's still got this big-ass stand. I mean, glad she has a stand. Frankly, it should be a different kind of stand. It's just a big lavender star with silver glitter in it. And it's a peg stand, but she's gigantic. So, like, how much are these little itty-bitty pegs gonna help? That's a problem I have with the regular Bratz stand, too. Like, the regular size one, where it's just the, like, trapezoid. That's not really... Like, it's not very conducive to posing, either. Got a little envelope. It says Bratz X Kylie, and it's lavender. Okay, that's what I assumed it was. Just a certificate of authenticity. Authenticates that your doll was carefully created through the collaborative efforts of Bratz and Kylie Jenner. It's cute. It's nice. Overall, kind of unimportant. Like, y'all know damn well she didn't have any... She had almost nothing to do with these dolls. Like, be for real. She also comes with a brush, and it is silver-plated. I mean, it's plastic, but you know what I mean. It's, I forget what the process is called, but it's just metallic silver paint. It's really pretty. Useless on actual doll hair, though. You should never use this on a doll's hair, but it's fun. It's also kind of absurd that for a doll of this size, you give her a brush of this size. Like, oh, this is the thumbnail. Ridiculous. Okay, well, now that everything is out of her box, by the way, it has been a full 20 minutes since I started recording. That took so long, and I'm still not even done. I'm going to, off camera, get these sewn plastic things out of her head, and I'll be right back. Okay. So she is free of all packaging, thank goodness. I only put one of her sleeves back on because I wanted to show y'all something. So she does have a ton of paper in each of these sleeves, but I took the paper out of both of them, and honestly, they still look great. Like, they pretty much keep this big shape because the fabric of the feathers is so... Stiff maybe isn't the right word, but it has, like, just enough structure to keep a good shape. And I didn't notice it on the first one, but they do have these elastic straps sewn into the top, so it can go around the shoulder up here. Or maybe just around the arm itself. I'm assuming it's the shoulder, so it'll stay up. Didn't notice that with this one. Also, they are a little bit difficult to get back on simply because neither of the ends are, like, stretchy. So getting it over her thumbs is very... Oh, getting it over her thumbs is quite difficult. I'm going to leave this one off for now just so we can really get a good look at everything without the sleeves being in the way because they do take up a lot of real estate here at her torso, so yeah. But now we can get into the actual, like, review part of it. So I want to start with a conversation about the articulation. It's very strange. So I'm pretty sure regular Bratz arms, they go out, right? Like, they have a full, like, ball joint maybe isn't the right word, but it's like, they can go, like, out, you know, like, it's not just this, it's not just, like, Toy Soldier, but this is just Toy Soldier. Like, this does not go out at all. And it's not because it's tight. It's literally because of how the joint is. Like, you can see there. Like, there just is there's nothing to let it go out. She also feels, like, rubbery. Well, not rubbery, but I don't know how to explain it. The material does not feel great. And adding that on top of the weird articulation with the arms, it feels like, I don't know. It just feels like a kid's big plastic toy. Like, this doesn't feel like a collector's piece. It doesn't, when I'm just talking about the body materials, it just does not feel like a collector's piece. Oh my god, it's like the baby doll material, where it's like, it's that sort of squishy plastic, but it's not that squishy. Like, it feels like you could probably hit a sibling with it and they'd be fine, but it would make them cry. You know what I mean? Those siblings know exactly what kids are doing with toys like this. But yeah, it's like that baby doll head material. And then I think the head is also made out of that. It feels a little more vinyl-y, so maybe it's nicer. I don't know. And I don't know if the legs have articulation because I didn't check. But let me do that now. Nope. Okay. So no articulation in the legs either, which the little Bratz normally at least have the click knees, which I do hate. But it's just weird to have like very, very limited articulation on such an expensive doll. I don't quite remember her actual retail price because she fully came out 2 years ago. I want to say she was probably $75 to $100, somewhere in that range. And it is bananas to me that one, she's still available, two, that she was marked down so much because people just did not want her, and three, that she has such limited articulation for something that is a collector's piece. Like, this is not a kid's toy that they're going to get on the shelf at Walmart, you know? This is something that you have to order specifically online. You very intentionally make this purchase. This isn't something your kid just sees on the shelf at Target and it's like, you're coming home with me, you know? We've gone over the articulation. She does have hip articulation, and it's, I think, like the standard hip articulation for Bratz where it's just the sort of toy soldier thing. So I'm not worried about that. With her hair, she does have this very beautiful purple nylon. It does have a lot of gel here at the front. Like you can see, it's extremely gelled up here and at the sides. She has awful box hair, which was to be expected from how much packaging she was in. But I think after some TLC, she'll be perfectly fine. And it's a little thin, but that could be just because I think that might be more product problem than actual like manufacturing problem, because love that. Because she seems to have a decent amount of hair back here. And it goes down to almost her knees. I'll just say like thigh, like mid thigh. And for her face, she does have a pretty face. These lips are wrong. They are just wrong. She's got nice brown eyebrows, neutral eye makeup. It's pretty nice. I don't think it matches the small Kylie screening at all, which is kind of odd because they did make like a new screening for Kylie and it was specific for her. And then to not use that, it's not important. And then the lips. So clearly this is an open mouth mold. I'm not usually good at clocking that, but this is clearly like an open mouth mold. You can see there is a full gap here. And so it's very apparent that they didn't utilize that properly. Like there's just a big pink blob here in the middle. And the lips are printed too high. Like, anyway, I think, I tentatively say, I think I'm going to repaint these lips because they just look so heinous to me. And I want to try to give her the lips she has on her smaller dolls because I think that lip is so gorgeous. But like, this is not giving to me. She's pretty. It's just, the misprinting is really taking me out of it. If it wasn't misprinted so bad, and maybe if they had painted in teeth, I'd probably be fine. But this just looks weird, you know? And they did do brown lower lashes, which is a very new thing for me to recognize and really appreciate. I love the brown lower lash line. Let's do that on every doll. Like, unless it's intentionally supposed to be black, let's do brown. It looks so good on human skin tone. And then the earrings are nice. I'm gonna go ahead and just, oh God, I keep losing the earrings. So you can see they are like gemstone earrings. They're very pretty. There's like a square cut gem at the top, a circle cut gem in the middle, and then a teardrop gem at the bottom. It's like iridescent, lavender, and then iridescent again. The peg holes are so tiny, but they're very pretty. It's the same on both sides. And then moving down to her outfit, this dress is absolutely gorgeous. Like, she has the clear straps here at the top to help keep it up, which is nice. And then the scalloped edges with the silver serging around the edges, and then this intricate silver like design on the bodice. It looks so good. The skin tone match is also pretty nice. It's not exact, but it's pretty on the nose, I would say. And of course she does have the big poofy sleeves. And of course she's not wearing the other one because I wanted to show you the articulation and all that. But it's these like big poofy sleeves made out of these purple faux feathers. It's really cool. And then the bottom of the skirt, which I don't know if it's a mermaid cut or a trumpet cut, so y'all let me know. But the bottom of the skirt is made out of the same lavender feathers. It's really cool. I like this a lot. Like, this is such a cool dress. I may not like Kylie Jenner, but the fashion is on point here. And does it exactly give ostrich feather? No, but it is really nice. And then for the shoes, I'll just pull up the dress to show you. It's truly just these extremely simple silver pumps. Kind of boring, TBH. And she does have 2 peg holes on the bottom of each shoe, which is kind of neat, so you can use this stand multiple ways. But I don't know, I do kind of wish they were more exciting, because the shoes that her normal size dolls came with were just much more interesting than that. And like, I get it, they are covered by the bottom of the dress, but I mean, it would have been cool to see. And that's literally it. Like, that's that's all she's wearing. And then of course she's got purple painted nails, which is nice. Bratz like never paints the nails, so we love to see it. I'm so curious how she compares to the other big Bratz, because I know there have been other big Bratz in the past. I've never seen them in person. I've never gotten my hands on any. So if any of you have, will you let me know down below how she compares? Like, is it weird that the articulation is like this, or have the big Bratz always only ever been able to do this? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's so much about her where I'm just like, this was a collector doll and you didn't, like, I don't know. She's just not quite up to the level that I was expecting. Like, I didn't necessarily need her to be like the really good articulation that Bratz is doing regularly now with the like the swivel joint and the elbow joint. Like, I don't necessarily expect that. I just expected more than this, the, you know, karate chop. Especially because in the like reference photo that they're using, her arms are out. Like, she has both arms flared out so you can show off the like majesty of these sleeves. So I don't know. I like the stand. Again, I don't know if that's maybe typical for the bigger Bratz. Maybe this is the regular bigger Bratz peg stand and they just reused it and recolored it. Who knows? Again, also very strange that they gave her the comb of the normal size dolls. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. She's such a weird doll. Also, how is the head articulation? Okay, so it's just a swivel. She can't even like, there's no like pivot, or not pivot, there's no like tilt function. Just odd. Just an odd doll. I'm glad I didn't pay much for her. $14 feels right, you know? All right, well, that's pretty much it for her. I think that's going to be where I end the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below what you think of her. I have a lot of thoughts on her, and I'm wickedly curious to see what everyone else thinks. And I never do Bratz videos, so I'm just curious if anyone even gives a shit. But thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Do all the YouTube things. Do none of them. Just happy you're interacting with my content whatsoever. But if you do, it helps on my channel, and I will be very happy. And we can go be big, ugly brat together because, well, actually, no, we can't. I don't want to do that. And if you want more non-doll related content from me, I do have a podcast with one of my besties called But We're Funny Podcast. So if you're interested, go check that out. But again, thank you so much for watching. I try to put out new videos every single Monday, so I will see you in the next one, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!